Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome to the web app. Now you're probably sitting there thinking, why Tom? Why on the web app? Who does web app stuff, you nerd? And I'll tell you who. Hursty Games, aka Tom. I do web app stuff because Generations is one of my favourite things to check on FIFA. I would like to think I've had some pretty stacked clubs in the past, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you my favourite players. Now, obviously, I don't have the ability and the wealth of some of the big YouTubers to put all of this money into these big players and to get, you know, like a 98 Ronaldo, as you can see here. I simply don't have the coins, the money, the time and ability and effort to trade and do that amount of trading. But I would still like to think my clubs have been pretty stacked. So I'm going to jump on in. My starting 11 subs are some of my favourite and majority of the highest rated players I've ever had. So let's have a look at the players I've got. There it is. There is my team. Now, I'll be honest, I'm sitting here with a grin at the fact that I have a 93 rated team on my generation squad. Now, sadly the chemistry's not 100, so it's not quite a 193, but let's have a look at some of these players. Let's start with the goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. Now, I would be lying to you if I said Manuel Neuer was a good goalkeeper in this game. In real life, obviously, you'd have to argue probably the best in the world. But Manuel Neuer, Team of the Year on FIFA 16, was not very good. It just wasn't. It just wasn't very good. But I had a lot of fun using it, and it was pretty fun to get it when I did. Next to him, we have the Team of the Season, Hummels. He was pretty insane, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. I got him relatively cheap in the end. He was good. I used him very late on. I didn't get to use him all that much. I used the Neuer a bit more, but I didn't get to use him all that much. I have the company next to him. I believe that's FIFA 14. That might be a lie. I can't remember. Oh, it's FIFA. Of course it is, because it says there 14. Well done, Tom. He was pretty good, actually. I quite enjoyed using him. He was pretty solid. 91 defense, 86 physical is quite impressive. And next to him, we have John Terry. I didn't use John Terry very much, purely because of his pace. But then 97 defending, 94 physical, and yet he's only 90 rated. What is that all about? But 50 pace. His other stats are a bit trash, to be fair. But FIFA 15, I did pack that. I don't know how much these cards are really worth anymore if I was to go back onto those old FIFAs and list them. I don't know what I'd get for them. But next is probably my pride and joy. This is assuming this does go to my next player that I think it is. Nope, not my pride and joy, but he was pretty good. Mesut Ozil, 94 rated. Pretty good all-round stats, apart from physical and defense, really, but 98 passing, 95 dribbling. Absolutely disgusting, but a solid player. Jamie Vardy. Now, I had a Jamie Vardy that I packed, and I played quite a bit, and I sold. Because at the time, he was like 900k, and I was anticipating his price dropping quite a bit, so that's why I sold him. And then I bought him back, and I just bought my striker that's coming up later, and so I needed to drop him to centre mid so that I could keep him in the team. So I did, and he was pretty good, actually. He had pretty good all-round stats. His defence wasn't great, but other than that, he's very strong. I mean, 89 physical and 96 pace at centre mid is just wrong. But here he is, the pride and joy, Lionel Messi, 99 rated Team of the Year. Now, I grafted my arse off for this player. I absolutely did everything I could to try and get myself Lionel Messi, and I did get him, and he was something else. He was so good. I can't really say much more than that. 99 pace, 99 dribbling, 98 shooting, 97 passing. Disgusting. Very impressed with him. He was very good. And on the other side, DIMITRI PAYET, Team of the Season, 90 rated, pretty amazing card, apart from defense, a Hullet Gang member. He was just good, and for 250k I did pretty well to get him for that cheap, actually, looking at those stats. It's very good. Very, very good card. And up top, in the cam position, just behind the strikers, we do have Yaya Toure. He was pretty insane. He was pretty good. I normally played him quite deep. He was normally a centre mid rather than a cam as he is in this. I didn't play. Obviously, I haven't played with this team as it's laid out because it's impossible. It's generations. But he was very, very good. I really enjoyed using him as well. Just a really good all-round card, and that physical is just not okay. But Gareth Bale, I got him very, very late onto FIFA 16. I didn't actually get to use him all that much. He had a 93 as well, and I had that, which I sold just before he got his 94, so he was still pretty expensive. I think I sold him for 1.2 or just under 1.2, so I only ended up spending like 150 or 200k after tax on getting his upgraded player. So I was pretty happy with that. And just look at those stats. It kind of speaks for itself. Everything over 90, apart from his defense. Everything over 90. Insane. Absolutely insane. But the other striker is a striker I am currently using this year, and that is Sergio Aguero. Sadly, with the current market crash, he is a lot cheaper than what I spent on him. But oh well, he's got quite a lot of goals, played quite a lot of games. He's pretty insane. Onto the bench, onto the reserves. Thomas Muller. This card was insane. This is one of my favourite cards I've ever used. Now, I put him at cam because up top I had actually, I'll show you those players afterwards. I had some other strikers, but I played Muller and I played another team this season at CDM, and that as a partnership in the midfield was just unbeatable. They were just insane. One of my favourite cards I've ever used on FIFA. He was so good. Then we have it's a lone Ronaldo. I don't actually have a Ronaldo, I don't think, on any account. I've never packed him. That's the one player I'd like to pack, obviously, at some point. Never owned a Ronaldo. So hopefully, fingers crossed, at some point that can happen. But at the moment, he's on the bench. 93 Sanchez. I did pack this. One of my best pack pulls ever. Again, an insane card. I didn't use him that much because it's the same year that I... oh no, it's not the same year I had Messi. Why didn't I use this very much? I can't remember. I'm sure it all will come to light. But one of my best ever pack pull players. Up next we have the Kante. He's just on loan. I did intend to get him, but I am going to wait to his team of the season. And same for Dele Alli, who comes up in a second. But Ibrahimovic, obviously this year, moved him centre mid, a bit like the Vardy, except for completely different reasons. Not for his sort of physical attribute, which he still has, more for his long shots. James Rodriguez, again, first owner. Pretty happy with that as well. Solid card. He only ever played for me once. I'd never really used him. I didn't have any French League players, but I just liked the fact that he was first owner, I guess. But I don't really have much more to say than that. There's the Dele Alli. I did intend on getting him as well, obviously, but coins are a thing, and I don't have many of them right now, so I couldn't get both. Couldn't decide, so I've decided I'm going to save and wait for the team of the seasons rather than selling on players to get him, because I've got some things saved in my club that I intend to sell. Miroslav Klose, record breaker. This guy I loved. I freaking love this guy. I kind of ruined his goals per game ratio by bringing him on as a sub. As you can see, I didn't actually get to play many games on old FIFAs. I did a lot of career modes, but I played a lot with lower rated teams. I don't know why. I went out and got all of these insane cards and then played with QPR teams because I got wins with those. But I just loved having the great cards, and I love being able to look back and look at the players I have. And this is a personal favourite just because he was, at the time, he was so unique and he was so rare. But he's insane. And no physical is always nice. Then we have Hazard from this year. I can't really say much more than that. I'm sure you'll remember him because he's current. Again, I spent more on him than he's currently worth, which kind of sucks, but that's how the game works. Onto Pogba, again, I spent a lot more than he's currently worth, which sucks. He's half that now, but oh well. I got him. I've used him. I've got my money's worth out of him. He's great. He's really, really good. The SBC 90 Centimir David Luiz. He's relatively new for me, but he is insane. He's so good. At the moment, I'm preferring him to Pogba and Kante. I drop him after dropping those two. And I've only played him 5 games, and I'm already saying that he's very, very good. And then last but not least, I believe that's not last but not least, is Luka Modric SBC. I had a BBVA team before my BPR team, and he came out, and I thought, yep, need that. That will fit right into my team, and it did. But I obviously don't use that anymore, sadly. But let's have a look at other players that could have filled in. Starting with FIFA 10, I didn't play Ultimate Team. I didn't really know it's a thing. FIFA 11 was when I first started, and as you can see, my best players, I had Gomez, I had Mikel, Huntelaar, and Maxwell. That was about it, really. I didn't have many good players. I didn't understand how it worked. I didn't get how contracts were a thing. I just didn't really understand, so I didn't play it very much. That's I don't know what I'm showing you. That was it. FIFA 12 though, I started to understand the game, so I got some pretty good players. Eddie Tevez, Aguero, David Villa, David Silva, Van Persie. There's some quality players in this. For some reason it doesn't show informs first. The one thing I didn't get was selling. I fully got about buying players, but I didn't really understand how or why I would sell people, so I didn't, which is why I have an informed De Rossi that I'm pretty sure I never used. Can I look at him? Can this still be a thing? Yeah, there we go. First owners. I played him for 3 games. I didn't understand. I just didn't get it. But oh well. Let's have a little look at a couple more players, because I know there's some other players in here. I did have the Neymar there. Neymar, that was pretty cool. Again, didn't really understand the concept of selling, so he just sat there. Inform Bellamy, Inform Odin Wingy, they were some of my favourite players to use, along with Inform Adel Tarabt, and that Djibril Cissé, disgusting, absolutely insane. Djibril Cissé across FIFAs was so good. He was insane. But this Guardado was my first ever Inform card. And again, didn't sell it because I didn't really understand what that was. Have the Foster there. But that's pretty much it. Zamora, classic. Let's move on to FIFA 13. You'll see here that Team of the Seasons became a thing then, for me. Steven Gerrard, I was very, very happy with. I was very, very happy with my Steven Gerrard. Then I had Vidal, Banacia, Borja Valero, Inform Negredo, who was pretty good actually. I really liked using his card. I had Jagielka, Michu, Williams, Devayo, I don't remember him, Rosicky and Nastasic. Now, one thing that's really upsetting about this account is I did get hacked on this account. I actually had the first Inform Messi, and that was pack pulled. So that was quite upsetting for me. And I lost a lot of players, but these are the players I did manage to get myself back to get into my club. Suarez, Liverpool Suarez there, he was pretty insane. But I loved FIFA by this point. I was fully hooked on my team. I was spending a lot of money. Remy, 83 for QPR. That's insane. He was something else. Some decent players. 82 Bent. That's a thing again now. The Cisse, Giovinco, 82 Giovinco, ridiculous. But I had a lot of fun with those players. FIFA 14. Again, got myself a Manuel Neuer. He was really, really good. He was team of the year, Manuel Neuer. He was actually good in comparison to the 96. I got him on the day of team of the year, team of the season. No, it's team of the year. But I did buy him. I didn't pack him. Leighton Baines, Gerrard, Defoe, Mertesacker, informed Nasri, Felipe Luis, Green Higuain, Ramsey, Henry, Hart. The general rule of thumb here is if it wasn't Premier League, and maybe the one or two exceptions, I packed it. So I packed the Defoe, I packed Luis, Higuain, Henry. I'm pretty sure I packed Mertesacker. No, I didn't. No, I definitely bought Mertesacker. I packed another centre back there. Who I might have sold, maybe. But McCormack was the best card in the game for me personally. He was absolutely insane. He just kept scoring. We had Green and Zamora and Morrison. Any QPR in form, I get my hands on it, including the Dunn. Packpool Messi, he was really, really good. He did very, very well for me. 88 Schweinsteiger, 87 Rooney, 87 Cavani, 87 Mata, Vidic, he was a boss. Di Maria was great. Suarez obviously still at Liverpool at that point as well. 85 Royce, 85 Muller. Had a lot of squad depth in these days. Nowadays I end up selling a lot. Hazard and 85. Man, these were some great days. These were some great days. Some good squads. Just chilling now. Just sitting there for history for me to look through. But FIFA 15, let's have a little look-see. This is where loans became a thing. But there is probably my best pack-pooled player ever, I think. 86 Messi. Got him in a 7.5k pack. I distinctly remember getting up and running around my bedroom. Obviously, bearing in mind this is 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I literally got up and did a little run, did a little circuit of my room. I was so excited. He was very, very good. Rodriguez, there's the Castro I was talking about. He was the best defensive midfielder in the game by far. We had Mata, Azpilicueta was a god. That Aubameyang, disgusting. Isco, Vitolo, De Bruyne. He was a very, very good card, De Bruyne. We had the informed Vidic, informed Candreva. Again, the general rule of thumb here, if it wasn't BPL, and I think the exception here was Bundesliga. I did buy some Bundesliga because I loved that Müller and Castro, so I bought them. But otherwise, they were packed. I packed the Balassi, Baines, obviously David Luiz was packed, Adler packed, Maya packed. I bought that Wilshere because he looked pretty good. Just some great cards. This was such a good card. Oh, that was such a good card. The Welbeck was pretty decent actually. The Benteke was quite solid. El Shaarawy, Klein I packed him about 4 times. It was ridiculous. But this is when I used to trade a lot. I used to do a lot of trading. Purple Jonas, Carver Howell. I got him at such a bargain. I got him for like half his price. He was worth like 800k, and I sniped him at like 350. It was a good day. That was a really good day, and I kept him. I was so happy. I kept him because I wanted that proof forever. Some other great cards. Just kind of skipping through them now at this point. 80 Kane, Austin was disgusting. He was so good. May his career never be forgotten at QPR, because it certainly isn't remembered at the moment. Sadly, him sitting on the bench. He deserves better. 78 Inform Smalling. Disgusting. Isla with his orange card. Just some great variety of cards. I just loved collecting at this point. The bronze Inform Austin, green Dunn, the hero Act Pro, and the most consistent, I think it was, Lutweiler, Inform Goldson. I had a bit of a thing for Shrewsbury players, evidently. I had a great Shrewsbury team. That was a lot of fun. But otherwise, we had some great players here as well. I'm just skipping through them at this point because I'm realising this video is a long video now. But as you can see, just loads of players. Neymar, Cam, Di Maria, 86 Boateng. I just was a hoarder, evidently. I just liked keeping all of these players. It was good fun. Good fun. Let's have a quick look at last year. again, lone players, most definitely a thing. But here we go. Obviously, a lot of these now good players are in my squad. So we had Inform Boateng, the blue Kante, the footies Lloris, blue Bellerin, blue, it's definitely not blue, it's definitely Inform Koscielny, blue Schmelzer, that Layun I played at striker and he was just ridiculously good. But as you can see, the Inform list on this one, quite a bit shorter. I wanted that Milner just because it was James Milner. Loved him. Gutted he didn't win a footies card, like an actual footies winner card. But most of my players on this one ended up, as you can see, like 86 dropping straight to 83 because I was getting that Bale and wanting that Messi. So the squad depth on this one absolutely plummeting, purely because of those reasons. So that's basically all you need to see for that one. FIFA 17, you guys kind of already know a lot of it. There's so many lone players. Oh my goodness, it's going to take me the rest of this video just to get through the goddamn lone players. Oh, we've gone there. There we go. There we are. So, as you can see, we've got Mane. Pretty sure... Oh, I don't know where he's gone, but there's also the orange Walcott, but he's disappeared. Mane, Aspilicueta, Milner, Knockaert, Marcos Alonso. Got these blue cards that I will be selling. Matip and Ogbonna. Mane again, but still no Walcott. The orange Walcott's not there. A couple of championship players in my championship squad. S-Vine's in there. Got Virgiva, I think it said. Not very good with names. De Gea. And again, the general quality then drops off to 83, 84. But if you have enjoyed watching this, then let me know. I mean, the one thing actually, there's a couple of untradables at the end of this, but that's going to take me years to get to. If you have enjoyed this, then please let me know. If you want to show me your squads, show me your teams, then go and check out my Twitter page. It's Hursty Games. I'll leave a link in the description. And show me your squads. Show me your generations. And if you've got a better squad than me, I want to see it. I want to see the best squads in the game. Because I genuinely feel like a 93 rated squad on PlayStation, bearing in mind, so no legends, is pretty good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I am going to see you guys soon. Look after yourselves and show me those great squads. Bye guys.